We are at the seaside of Munje village in Funzi, a near pristine island on Kenya's south coast stretch, Kwale County. Birds chatter die away as the night creeps in, slowly but surely, retiring the beautiful birds whose flights from one coconut tree to another lends the island a serene sanctuary character. As the birds' music fades out completely, we clearly hear the sea whisper, carrying the secrets of the marine world to the shore. On this particular night, the moon climbs up from the sea horizon in its full orange orb, casting the weak but beautiful rays on the quiet, calm sea. Join me as I tell you the story of how a Kenyan coastal community finally struck success in marine conservation after a false start that was attempted nearly a decade ago. This is a story of Kenya's second successful locally managed marine area that is domiciled in the picturesque coastline of Kwale County. My name is Steve Mokaya and I welcome you to this podcast. I am with a team of Munje Beach Management Unit fishers, a cocktail of men and women who for the past 1 year have been keen to see their fishing ground have a locally managed marine area, LMMA, for exclusive octopus fishing. The journey has not been easy, but they weathered the storm to reach where they are today. Besides the local Munje BMU fisherfolk, I am in the company of young marine conservationists under the banner of the Coastal and Marine Resource Development Comrade, whose expertise and financial help has been a crucial tutelage to the 150-member Munje BMU fishers in this particular octopus project. And this night, the last one before the opening of the octopus closure since its closure in June, marks a crucial day for these men and women. They decided to have a vigil and wait for the day of harvest. We therefore sat through the night and chatted the memories away. They narrated how they initiated the process of establishing a community conservation area in 2013. An attempt to temporarily close the locally managed marine area for replenishment of fish resulted in a rapid increase in octopus catches, prompting an octopus closure. Therefore, Munje established its first octopus closure in 2014, which ran for 6 months. However, as fate will have it, unfortunately, it collapsed thanks to poor leadership and enforcement challenges. Still determined to strike success in this path, the BMU in 2021 approached Comrade for support to try the initiative one more time. Luckily, their prayer was granted, and in September that year, after Blue Ventures also offered to provide financial support to the community, the process of restarting the LMMA started in earnest. Comrade took the lead role in implementing the initiative. Marilyn Chebet, the Munje Octopus Enclosure Project Officer from Comrade, paints a picture of how the project was born, the stages it underwent until its success.
In 2021, through community consultative meeting, Munje BMU approached Comrade for support to revive their octopus closure, and with funding from Blue Ventures, we were able to support Munje BMU to revive their closure. In terms of support, Comrade has been supporting Munje BMU in terms of training. We've offered training, governance training, ecological monitoring training, and providing also gears and financial support for the patrol monitoring team.
To help in the revival journey of their closure project, Comrade took the BMU representatives for a learning visit to an octopus closure in Pate Marine Community Conservancy in Lamu, 300 kilometers north of the Kenyan coast. During the 3-day visit, the Lamu and Munje community had interactive sessions of knowledge sharing on effective closure management practices. They returned home fired to implement the groundbreaking project after weeks of ecological and surveillance training conducted by Comrade and other government agencies.
Comrade has been able to offer training, that is the monitoring, control and surveillance training, with support from Fisheries and Kenya Coast Guard Service. We have 15 trained Munje patrol team that are provided with identification tools. The patrol team conducts a patrol 24 hours since the onset of the closure up to now. Comrade is also able to provide a small stipend, and also the community gives their in-kind contribution, so we are working together in terms of enforcement. For the ecological monitoring team, Comrade has provided support with gears, that is snorkels and masks, to help them do the reef monitoring activity.
When the night ended and the day for the harvest came, I caught up with Bakari Chimete, the BMU chairperson at the shores, supervising the cleaning of the fish. He said that in the past, the area where the LMMA is now established was abundant with fish, but with changing times, the fish numbers have declined, thus necessitating them to think of establishing an octopus closure.
Wakati ule wazee wetu hii shimo ilikuwa kitusaidia sana, lakini sasa wakati huu naona kama uvuvi unaenda kupungua, ndio tukaona tutenge hii sehemu ili iwe ni mazalio ya samaki. Huwa tunavuna pweza tu, hatutoi samaki hapo siku ya leo, tunatoa pweza na tutavuna kwa siku 3. Pweza tunanunua shilingi 300 kilo moja. Shilingi 150 tunampa mvuvi ambaye pesa yake ameingia huko. Shilingi 150 ile tunakusanya, alafu tunagawanya mara 3. Percentage ya BMU, percentage ya welfare na percentage ya watu wa doria.
Chimete said the group settled on octopus closures because octopuses have a short lifespan of 6 months and they grow very fast, thus bringing quick money.
Baada ya miezi 6 basi pweza huwa anakufa. Yeye mwenyewe akifikia baada ya miezi 6 anakufa. Kwa hiyo ndio tukaona, na ni wanyama ambao wanazaana kwa wingi, hawakai kuenea mahali, ndio tukaona tufanye hiyo octopus closure. Baada ya miezi 3 tuwe tunavuna, tuwe tunapata pesa mara kwa mara. Kila baada ya miezi 3 tunapata pesa.
While the concept of octopus closure is relatively new to Kenya, it is not entirely unheard of. The Munje BMU's project is the second of its kind along the Kenyan coast, following the Lamu initiative. Interestingly, both projects share a common thread. They are directly supported by Blue Ventures, a non-governmental marine conservation organization. Agatha Ogada, the organization's regional support partner for Kenya, explains that their involvement in fishing LMMA stems from a desire to incentivize communities to embrace marine conservation efforts.
Our journey in closures in Blue Ventures started about 2 decades ago in Madagascar, and the reason we started this is we needed to have an incentive, something to start the conservation journey with communities in a way that they could see the meaning of conservation. So it was a catalyst to bring in the community to participate in the marine environment management.
She further said that LMMS provide an easy and effective way of involving coastal communities in marine ecosystem conservation, as they come with direct, almost immediate economic benefits.
So you close for a small period of time, then you get, the increase in economic benefit of your catch will allow fishers to see the benefit of a place. So you look at what do you get in your home and what's the value of conserving that area to increase the volume and also the value of the fish that you get and take it. So it's been a catalyst to get in communities, to manage their areas, and to lead that conversation in conservation.
Despite its success, Chebet explains that the project encountered headwinds from local communities who earn their living solely by fishing. Some of these fishers were misled to believe that the LMMA was a crafty way of the government stealing their fishing ground and establishing a marine park.
The major challenge in terms of setting up an octopus closure was the community accepting the idea, buying in now that the place is a shared, the sea is an open access. It's a shared fishing ground, so some of the fishermen had to forego fishing in that site for them to be able to conserve the area. Miscommunication or misinformation has been a major challenge, but through various awareness sessions, we were able to come into a consensus. The community bought in the idea and supported the project successfully.
However, Far from the initial fears, Chimere says the 0.4 square kilometer closure has proven to be beneficial to all the fishers around the area, since the Octopus closure also acted as a fish breeding ground, thus resulting in many mature fish spilling over to the neighboring fishing grounds.
Samaki zishaanza kuwa nyingi hapa, zinatoka hizo sehemu nyingine. Hizo fishing ground ambazo ziko karibu na hii ambayo tumeitenga, samaki zinaenda huko, wanashika hizo samaki. Kwa hiyo kila mvuvi akienda safari ya kosi, hawezi kosa kabisa karudi bila. Kienda kosi kilo 3, kilo 5 kuendelea. Hakuna mvuvi anakosa saa hii, na wale ambao huwa wana spill off.
The Munje BMU caught octopus from the LMMA for 3 days, and at the end of the exercise, Eunice Ogada, Comrades Fisheries Data Manager, said the group had harvested 649 kilograms of octopus, valued at 197,000 Kenya shillings, which is about $1,200. The money was divided among the fishers, and some amount was channeled to the BMU kitty.
We were able to open our first successful octopus closure and got a total of 649 kgs, which was sold to dealers at 305 shillings. 5 shillings was used as landing fee, and the other 300 shillings was given by the dealers to the BMU to conduct its various activities. This was a total of 197,945 shillings, which was divided into different ways. Our biggest success, for sure, may not be the total weight that they caught, but the compliance effort. We are happy that they were able to comply to the rules, they were using the right gears, and they were very enthusiastic about it. If the BMU had not taken the effort to take care of the closure, the Tengefu, then we would not be able to have got that harvest.
Salim Jonjo, a young fisherman who was the de facto leader of those who were initially opposing the project, admitted that the project had turned out to be a welcome surprise. He revealed that his catch had significantly increased compared to the occasional catches he would make before the LMMA was established. He also encouraged those who were still skeptical of the project to give it a chance.
Sahi kuna utofauti mkubwa, yani mkubwa sana. Kwa sababu tumefunga miezi 4. Hiyo miezi 4 leo tumefungua. Lakini kufungua leo hata wale walio sahi, kwa sababu wako bado wanapinga. Lakini wale wanaopinga sahi na ile matokeo wameona leo. Na imani kama alikuwa wakipinga %200, lakini leo wamebakisha 50. Naona leo kuna faida. Mimi peke yangu leo nimevua 40 something na kilo moja tumelipa 150. Alafu bado tukimaliza hizo siku 3 kuvua kuna fungu pia nitapata. Naona kuna faida kubwa sana.
In Munje, the men were responsible for overseeing and monitoring the LMMA, while the women were tasked with maintaining the area's cleanliness, particularly during the harvesting or gleaning activities. Manesha Yusuf led this women's group, and they also ensured that the men used only authorized and legal fishing gear.
Katika ujumla wa usafi, sisi tunaangalia kwanza vifaa wanavyotumia, vifaa viwe ni safi na viwe ni vifaa vya kisasa. Na pia tunaangalia jinsi wanavyopokelea wale samaki, na pia vile wanavyohifadhi na usafirishaji pia kwa jumla.
However, Mwanaisha expressed her dissatisfaction with the project's implementation, particularly the exclusion of women from the actual fishing activities. She advocated for empowering of women through training in octopus fishing techniques so as to enable them to participate equally in sea gleaning alongside men.
Na katika mradi huu sisi kama wamama, changamoto ambayo inajitokeza katika mradi huu ni uhusishwa. Jenda tunaona haijawekwa vizuri kwa sababu wamama hawajahusishwa katika kuingia katika uvuvi huu. Na tunaona wenzetu kule Lamu, wamama wako na mradi huu na wababa wamehusishwa zaidi. Kwa hivyo sisi tunataka mradi huu ukija tukivuna kwa mara ya pili wawe wamechukua ajenda. Tunahitaji mafunzo zaidi ili tuweze kujua na kufahamu zaidi vile kweza wanaishi katika zile nyumba zao na jinsi ya kuweza kuwavua.
According to Blue Ventures Agatha, the LMMA has been a conservation success as evidenced by recent dolphin sightings in the area. She said these sightings indicate a thriving marine ecosystem.
when you're on the landing side, you actually see dolphins. And the reason dolphins are coming is because there's food. There's no way fish is going to be in an area if it's not conducive, if the benthic is not healthy, if it's not attractive to the fish. And the reason the dolphins are coming is to get fish.
Chebet, the project officer, stated that the project's positive impact has extended to neighboring BMUs, which have also expressed interest in establishing locally managed marine areas along their coastlines. Comrade thus intends to collaborate with these BMUs to facilitate the establishment of LMMAs, thereby contributing to the conservation of marine ecosystems, one BMU at a time.
Since the onset of Munje Octopus closures, the neighboring BMU, they also want to set up similar initiatives in their area. It's been a big lesson for other people. And us as Comrade, we are also planning to expand to other areas for people to increase their conservation areas. So we are planning to have talks with other BMUs to see if they will be able to set up another conservation area in their place.
It's been a pleasure sharing this episode with you. I'm Steve Mokaya, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, take care.